entrepreneur, and I'm also the founder of Knowledge Digest Africa, an organization that is built to become Africa's one-stop digital knowledge bank, where you have access to knowledge with just a click of the mouse wherever you may be all over the world. But the focus is on Africans because we believe that we need local content to help businesses in different African countries. That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea behind the Knowledge Digest Africa. So currently we have 5 M's. 5 M's is the strategy we're using to deploy to become African one-stop digital knowledge bank. Number one is the meetup. The first M is the meetup. Meetup means we have like a cocktail connect kind of meetings or conferences that we hold in different part of Africa that we get into. And what that means is that we get small businesses, small business owners, young professionals to come together and learn from experts within their country of people that we bring in from different part of Africa to come talk to them. So we've done Ghana, we've done Kenya, we've done Rwanda, we've done Nigeria. We're about doing South Africa, right? So we call it meetup, where we announce that we're coming. We look for experts within that space that are successful SMEs to come also network and talk to people within that space. The second one we use is called mentorship. We believe that they are experts and they are legend. That's the way I put it. Experts are those who have mastered what they're doing over and over, and they move from being an amateur to become an expert. Why the legend are those who have built men, built businesses, built people to do what they are doing in different ways beyond even what they've done in their lifetime. So we call them legend because of the fact that they're getting old. They've built institutions, they've built people, they've built businesses, and they are a major factor in terms of development that is happening across the nation or different part of the world, and then we call them legends. So what we do is to create a connect of mentoring from legend to expert, from legend to upcoming SMEs and entrepreneurs, and that we have successfully been able to achieve and create a robust network, which we're launching officially before the end of this year. We call it Mastering the Masters, where experts become legend. It's a trademark event that happens across different parts of the world, but kickstarting the launching in Nigeria. The third M that we have is called Marketplace. I've done over 30 books to my credit, and I have many people who have actually done books. So aside the fact that you want your books to get on Amazon, on Seller, and all of those platforms, how do we have those contents in book format, in e format, in podcast format that is available? How can we have those people have a one-stop platform where they can also have their local content sold out to people who are in African countries? So what we've done is to create a portal where you can actually have your book in there, and then you sell, you earn, we earn. I will maintain that avenue to be able to reach out to more people to learn from what you have put together in form of ebook, books, podcasts, and even online courses that you have done. So we have a place where we call it Marketplace, where people need to read, research, and realize their dreams and achieving them with some of the materials done by people within the space of the African country. So the fourth M is what we call the masterclass. There are people that you can't see anyhow. You can only see them doing our masterclass. As of today, like we said, because we're launching the mentorship arm, then it means that the masterclass becomes an high premium kind of classes that is meant for SMEs, because we believe in growth of any nation is the SME. So what we're trying to do now is to have a robust masterclass, not just people teaching, but people teaching you practical to detail with case study of what you need to do. That's under the masterclass. And last but not the least is what we call the membership. So if you are a member of the Knowledge Digest Africa, It means that you are going to have each discount to be able to enjoy all of the 5 M's that I have mentioned. If you're not a member, it means that you're going to pay higher, but you still have access to the same value that those who are members of Knowledge Digest Africa are enjoying. So my word of encouragement would be for you to get on the platform Knowledge Digest Africa on all social media platform or the website Knowledge Digest Africa, and then take a look at where you can benefit and be part of this wonderful initiative, which is rebuilding Africans one-stop digital knowledge bank. Just like the saying, tough times don't last, tough people do. The reality is that if you get to be able to scale this period in our country, Nigeria, there's no part of the world you can go to that you will not scale. And that what that simply means is that if you are going to be able to sustain what you're doing and scale what you're doing, or you want to start, scale, and sustain what you're doing, let me put it that way, it means that you must think about collaboration. You see, one of the things I've enjoyed in my entire life for the last 15 years is how to leverage on relationship and collaboration. I'm big in collaboration. I can get into any part of the world and I have doors open for me because I understand that, when people understand the win-win strategy, you're good to go. So if I sell a value to you and you look at that value that is going to scale what you're doing currently, we're going to get into partnership, right? So that is people thinking now about collaboration. You see, it's high time to stop doing things on your own alone. Look for people that have the same kind of mandate with you. The same kind of effect of trade by barter that you can get into, and then you can be able to scale. So in this part of tough times that is happening in businesses for small, medium enterprise, I would say first is for you to think of collaboration. Two is for you to get focus. You have to get focused in a way that you become consistent in your content creation, consistent in your authenticity, consistent in your ability to be able to reduce your overhead, right? That's what is happening to people. Consistent in a way to understand and embrace technology. I run a lot of things, but I don't get overwhelmed because I understand how to use technology to my advantage. On my phone, I can see what everybody is doing because cameras are positioned. All I need to do is to check per time who needs to be fired, who needs to be hired, because I have technology working for me. Once you're able to master technology, many things becomes easier. All the messages that needs to go out is done by an autoresponder. All I need is just one person who understands how to manage it. All my media team understand my movement. All I need is to know who is on that camera on their phone to do what they need to do. Now, what that means is that I have things running, but I'm able to scale through learning to put the right people. So what has happened to many of us who are SMEs is that you're trying to micromanage, but you're micromanaging with the wrong people who don't have the experience or expertise to give you results. So if you're going to scale in this time, look for people who can generate results for you without you trying to monitor them, right? Make them leaders, give them access, take the risk on them, so that you can be able to focus on other things and they focus on the other path that you cannot do at that moment. And by the time you guys look at what you've achieved to work together, you'd have gone a long way. So I would say that your team, which is why I'm able to say all of this, analysis is for you to check your team. As a part of you collaborating with other stakeholders in the industry, right? In fact, collaborate with your competitor. I can tell you that I see my competitor in the industry and I go to them and say, I want us to do this. Why? Because I have an edge. I've seen what they cannot see. I've seen their mistakes. I leverage on their collaboration and I scale my business and we become good friends in the industry. So your team enables you to also achieve so much, in the space of the tough times that we are in. And then the third one is the technology I've talked about. Embrace technology to your advantage. Understand how marketing works. Understand how funnel works. Understand how promotion works. Because if you're able to do all of that, understand the tools that can make your work easier in terms of creating content, in terms of creating funnel, in terms of your sales page, in terms of your pitch, in terms of your content creation and all of that. Understand the technology that works for your business. Scale up by also reducing your cost of living, your cost of running business, your cost of production, right? And the maybe last one that I will give is that in spite of all of the things you're doing, you see, I can't do without talking about my own maker. It says it gives the power to will and to do. I mean, so what that means is that you can have ability to wish that you want to achieve something. If you don't have the endorsement of the person who created you in his own image, they are all going to just be wasting all of the strategy that I've talked about. So I would say that believe in yourself. Yeah, that's the last word I'm going to give you. We will believe in yourself, take on risk, be courageous, look at your character, look at how charisma you can be to be able to get into places that you can never imagine. See, your 3 C's works for you: your character, your charisma, and your courage. So I'll leave you with that. So you can build brand in a very simplified way, right? You can build brand by the first letter A, create awareness. You can create awareness through the network of people. You can create awareness through platforms that are existing. You see, when I started with churches. I started with NYC. These are existing platforms that already have people. I started with my social media platform. You see, so you can start building your brand by creating your intentionality and deliberation around your awareness. So you don't have business about what is happening in the country. You have business about how you talk about the kind of solutions you're providing. You are authentic enough to be able to share from your wealth of knowledge by creating solutions to people's needs. So you look at the niche focus of the people and you create solutions around it. Before you know what is happening, people begin to recommend you, right? So how do you create a broadcast? How do you create a video? How do you create that 60 seconds, carousel, that can work for people? How do you write a piece that is as short as possible and is connecting to the solutions of the people in your industry or in your area of focus in terms of niche, right? So think about, doing a lot of awareness around educating people, a lot of awareness about, if you are into entertainment space, a lot of, knowledge about entertaining people. I mean, there are viral videos going out right now. People are talking about a particular guy. All he just needed to do was to use his brand to create an awareness for an existing track, right? And then everything just built up, for the benefit of the person who had the track. Now, what that means is that he's able to build a brand around his entertainment space, but in an innovative way. So I would say that, you can also build a brand by also being intentional about your look, your feel, your talking, how your appearance is. These are very key things. So I check every detail about my own personal brand. In fact, at that times that I deleted many messages, not even archive, I deleted because I didn't want people to see it. And then we wrote the story all over again to post, because of the fact that I was a bit intentional to see that anybody who gets on my page, who gets on my platform, is probably reading about me, we definitely see some things. I was deliberate in the sense that I even deleted many things from Google. I mean, I had to go far because I didn't want certain conversation around my name to be around some things, right? And then I started building back because I wanted that when people search my name, there should be certain things they should see around me. Now, what that means is the fact that your content, you have to curate your content. You have to be intentional about your content. Your content has to be educative, has to be authentic, has to be solution based, has to be how to, all of that you need to put together, because again, your brand can go viral if you have value content you are creating out there. Now, the last but not the least is, aside from you leveraging on platforms that are existing, like I talked about, and then you thinking about content for you not breaking the bank, but you want yourself to be known, right? The third aspect is that think about influencing others by thinking of collaboration, right? So I am just into farming business. I'm sure that there are people in the farming industry or in the agric industry that are well known. All I have to do is put a fireside chat together, think of an IG live, and bring in those experts in the industry they come talk on my platform. You see, what that simply means to you, in case you don't know, is that there's an endorsement for the fact that your picture is with that person, for the fact that the person is coming on your platform to share. You have actually gotten the clouds of that person into your own cloud to build a narrative that, oh, if this man can honor this invitation, then it means that what this boy is doing, or what this man is doing, or what this guy is doing is making a lot of sense. What I've just shared with you now, which is the three principle of you thinking about your content, thinking about collaboration, and then you thinking about the first point that I gave in terms of your awareness, right? If you're able to capitalize on those three things, you will not break the bank. People are going to come to you, are willing to pay you more money because you are creating solutions that they feel that you're the right person to have as a mentor, to have as a coach, to pay for the masterclass, for you to come and train them, to have you to come and speak, to have you to come and create a product for them to be able to buy from you. What I've just shared with you demands that you don't spend so much, you don't break the bank, but you use this strategy to build your brand. And your brand is you. You can activate anything if you understand the principle that I've just shared on this particular podcast. My name is Samson Olatunde. I'm a digital entrepreneur, and my mandate is to teach you how to make more money, do more business, and have more time off. So you can follow me on my social media platform at Sam Speaks Now. Bye for now.